On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
We are. I don't want to move the goalposts. I don't want to interject anything else. So, because I'm curious to know, why do you always use that as an excuse that you say, well, on this show, we do this, this, and this?
No, it's not just this show. It's shows in general. Any show where there's 8 people, somebody's going to jump in. Every single person here and every single person on every single show I've ever been on, someone has jumped in. I don't think that's exclusive to me. And the fact that y'all try to paint that thing,
I just don't understand that logic. I don't.
You don't understand the logic that
and what you're saying, because I've witnessed people talk. Hold on, okay. Because I personally have witnessed plenty of shows where there are multiple people on platforms and so on and so forth.
Which ones?
And they have a civil discourse. There's an exchange, and if somebody interjects, hold on, okay. If somebody interjects, pardon, you go first. My bad, you go.
Okay, first. Tell me those shows so I can watch. I agree with you, Anton. I think a lot of men view women as weaker, so they feel a lot more comfortable puffing their, whatever. So yeah, that was perfectly proving my point. In terms of Uncle Logic, I can't understand how he's talking about emotions and feelings when he has on multiple occasions talked about the vibes and I can just tell that you're single, Kayla. Oh my goodness. Even though Kayla is literally not single, but he's talking about somebody else's feelings. Like, it's really weird. It's weird. And if you, JB Uncle Logic, see me as a man, that's on you. I mean, if you see me or Kayla as men, that's something you need to go sort out with yourself. I don't really have anything to say about that. You do you.
So you don't. So okay, why don't you fear men?
What do you mean?
Do you fear men?
Some men, I guess. Not all men. I don't fear men in general. No.
Okay, but you feel comfortable enough to argue with them, though, right?
I feel comfortable if we're having a discussion on a panel, that's a show where we each get asked our opinions and we get to push back. I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
It's just a question. Okay, so cool.
I'm not understanding how y'all are trying to make this into something.
I didn't make it anything. I'm asking a question.
Okay. What?
But I didn't make it anything. I just asked you a question.
Hold on.
The only interaction that Mr. Logic especially has had with me is here. Anton, we've talked a couple of times offline. JR, we've talked offline. Chicago, we've talked offline. Kayla, we've talked offline. Island, Q, we've talked offline. JB has never, JB Uncle Logic, not to be confused with the other JB. Please check out I'm Broken Dusty on Wednesdays. Shout out to JB. He's never seen me anywhere. So him doing all this confident talking is just really comical and strange at this point.
I guess the question that I'm asking is, or the point that I'm making is, when you decide to dial back, is it out of fear or is it something else?
So like if we're having a conversation like we have
with anybody, it don't matter if it's with another girl, another guy, whatever. Well, in person, when you decide to dial back, is it out of fear?
No, for me, no. But I'm going to come at Q. I'm going to come at Kayla. I'm going to come at Chicago, JR, you, Logic, Melanie. I'm coming at y'all all the same way. My only issue is, and that's fine to me, because it's no hard feelings. I love y'all. It's fine. But the thing is, if it's noticeable that certain men go really hard at women and not really hard at men, I think that's a point to be discussed. I don't do that. I don't fall back when it's somebody, blah, blah, blah. And oh my goodness, it's a man. I'm not going to say anything. Or it's a woman. I'm not going to say anything. I'm the same.
So regardless. Are you saying certain men or are you saying men in general? Because when you asked Chicago, you was talking about men in general. But now you adding a caveat and you saying certain men.
I'm talking about men in general. If it's men in general, if I disagree or you're coming at me sideways, I'm going to be the same way. And it's funny because sometimes people use Kevin Samuels. They'll be like, why didn't you come at him? Kevin Samuels has never like disrespected me. He's never come at me bogus in any situation. We've gotten to like some little tiny back and forths, but he's not like attacked me ever. So what reason would I have?
And you know what the interesting thing about it is, and you know why your argument is so flawed, is because the very first conversation and your very first interaction with Kevin Samuels, you're disrespecting him on this platform.
How was it
and
disrespect?
not only that,
how was it disrespect?
Oh, no, one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
Not only
First,
that,
no.
I'm about to answer your question if you let me finish.
One at a time.
No.
Kay, I know you don't agree with him, and that's why you're doing what you said you do. But let him finish. Okay, let him finish, and we'll get to you.
I don't agree.
Not even JR.
Okay.
Audience. This is the beautiful thing about this.
Oh my goodness, here we go with this.
We're gonna be able to replay this back.
When
she talked the whole time, I listened. I never interrupted her once.
Oh my goodness.
I let her make her whole point.
Oh my goodness.
What did I do? Whenever a man starts to make a point that's valid, they start to overtalk you because they know you about to flame them.
Okay, go ahead.
Flame regularly. Look at her. She can't even stop. She can't help herself because she know what's about to happen and she remembers what happened. This is what happens, and I remember it vividly.
Tell us.
When Kevin Samuels first came on this show, she disrespected him so much to where she went and look, she can't even stop. She went into the Facebook group. Rilla, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Please help me to understand. She even went to the Facebook
when I
group.
said that I made him start cursing.
She bragged about getting on his head so much that she made him cuss.
But what was the thing I
Rilla,
did?
am I off or not?
No, I remember, and
What
I remember
was the
also when he
hold on, Kay, hold on. Kay, hold on. You gotta let them. Let them finish. Okay, let them finish, and we're gonna get to you. Okay, I promise. I promise.
And I got the memory of an elephant, so I'm able to recall that.
What did I do to disrespect him?
Let her talk. She want to talk.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Have at it, Kay. We all quiet. The floor is yours.
Anton, can you tell me the thing I did that disrespected him? No? Oh, okay. That was exactly my point. I didn't disrespect him. Now, if you're talking about, he started cursing and stuff, and I'm like, man, this man's supposed to be so cool, calm, and collected, which he has been since then. That was the only incident with that, my very first show. But you're so cool, calm, and collected, and you're cursing at people that you don't even know. That was my point. My thing is, and I talked about that. So I'm talking about what did I do to disrespect that man? I didn't disrespect him. He's been on me and Kayla's show. I didn't disrespect him. He's been on our show multiple times. I didn't disrespect him. What did I do, Anton, exactly to disrespect him? You can't name it. Say, oh, JR, go to the next thing. Do what you do. Because I guarantee you can't name a time when I actually disrespected him.
Hey, Kay, can I ask you something? And if you say no, that's fine.
No, go ahead.
Okay, in regards to the Kevin Samuels thing, you don't think if a person is in the middle of their statement, you don't think talking over them is disrespectful?
It's a show, and on every show, hold on, I'm gonna answer. It's a show. On every show, our show, his show, blah blah blah. Every show where there are multiple people, presidential debates, anything. People jump in. I don't find that disrespectful. Now, name calling people feminine, masculine, doing all these different things.
Disrespectful.
I have another question. Disrespected on multiple occasions.
You have.
There's not times where you can tell me outside of over talking, because everyone does.
Wait. I just want to keep it right here. That
I've called anyone out of their name, that I've called anyone anything, that I've done any of that.
Gotcha. I just want to keep it right where we are. I don't want to move the goalposts. I don't want to interject anything else. So, because I'm curious to know, why do you always use that as an excuse that you say, well, on this show, we do this, this, and this?
No, it's not just this show. It's shows in general. Any show where there's 8 people, somebody's going to jump in. Every single person here and every single person on every single show I've ever been on, someone has jumped in. I don't think that's exclusive to me. And the fact that y'all try to paint that thing,
I just don't understand that logic. I don't.
You don't understand the logic that
and what you're saying, because I've witnessed
people talk.
Hold on, okay. Because I personally have witnessed plenty of shows where there are multiple people on platforms and so on and so forth.
Which ones?
And they have a civil discourse. There's an exchange, and if somebody interjects, hold on, okay. If somebody interjects, pardon, you go first. My bad, you go.
Okay,
first.
tell me those shows so I can watch.